very good day everyone, I hope you are well. Thank you for joining me once again in our exploration of everything Spectrum. My name is Nick and this game is called Ground Attack, published by Silversoft in 1982 and written by Iain Hayward, so it's quite an early game. It's an arcade conversion of the game Scramble, which was produced by Konami in 1981. A 2D horizontal scroller shooter where you must avoid rockets and radar dishes and bomb the hell out of them. Other games, we've got different speeds here from 1 to 9. Other ones we've reviewed of Scramble are Penetrator and Cavern Fighter, so we'll see how this one plays as well. Ship looks rather small, slightly flickery, so there's the bombs there. Now we need to go through different sectors of caverns. The first one, we've got loads of space, but gradually it gets narrower and narrower the further you go through. I have got a poke for this one if I don't get very far, but as you can see on the bottom there is Zone A, which we're in. We've got ships free and score is 0. You get points by bombing stuff. Very, very quiet at the moment. I believe this is designed for 16K, but we're playing it on the 48K. Hooray! Oh, there we go, a bit of sound. The Scramble game I grew up with was Penetrator, which, believe it or not, is more basic than this one. We've got a bit of a change of colour going on. We're in the red zone. Hooray, Zone B. Ships free. It's fairly easy, first of all. The thing with it, you have to control the cursor keys if you haven't got a joystick, and I'm not very good with cursor keys because, you know, I tend to get muddled up. Up, down, left, right, shoot, and bomb. So 5 through to 0. I'm not doing too bad, though, as a first go. These reviews are all about how you would have found the game in your first or second go, and it's easier than Penetrator to get used to. It's not as advanced as Cavern Fighter, so have a look at that one as well. Penetrator was by Melbourne House in 82, the same year as this. Cavern Fighter was by Bug Bite, the company that produced Manic Miner originally, in 1983. So a year later, just a slightly flickery. Isn't very smooth scrolling, to be honest, but it is 1982 and it's doing what it can. And as a kid, I probably would have quite liked this one, but I was playing Penetrator at the time. Good, right, maneuver around this. Any contact with the enemy or bumping into those rockets which go into the ceiling, and it's Doomsville. As a kid, I would have wanted. Oh, great! Look at that effect. I would have wanted to see just how many zones there are. I think it's probably going to circle around the spectrum's colours, isn't it? Initially, on this slow speed, it seems quite easy to avoid the enemy. Before the review's out, I will put it on the fastest speed to see just how fast the thing goes, and is it actually playable. If you had this one back in the day, let me know. You know, Ground Attack. I don't know if this come out on any other systems, but there's lots and lots of clones on different computers, Amstrad CPC and Commodore 64, so there might have been something vaguely similar. Silversoft, 1982. Good stuff. So as side scrollers go, it's fairly easy to understand. Get used to the controls, as I say, probably better with a joystick. And you could have quite a good go on this. I've got to Zone D as I've exploded. Is that the last life? Well, last life left. In the magenta zone. So it seems to be going between magenta, blue and red, doesn't it? There's red again. If we go to zone... Oh, almost. Oh, it's coming up to Zone F then, I think. Flippity flu. Now, I will put a cheat on it now for immunity. See how far we get, see if the game actually does end. Presumably it goes all the way through to Zone Z perhaps. Ground Attack. This is Ground Attack to Major Tom. I'll put it on speed 1 again. Select your speed. Semicolon. Don't know why there's a semicolon there. Like Zone A. Good. How far will we get? Do check out the reviews as well of Moon Buggy we recently did. Games like Scramble and Moon Patrol, they've been covered by quite a lot of different games. It's a game that gets converted quite a lot, as well as Pac-Man and Space Invaders and Panic as well. So you get those ones that quite a lot of people have a go at. And City Bomber too. We can't fire too far on this one. It's the sort of thing, if you're into programming, you could probably have a go at this yourself. I'm not that skilled, so probably can't do, but you could probably come up with something quite useful. It's Scramble. No, it's not. It's Ground Attack, and there's stuff attacking us from the ground. Well done them. Zone B, ships free. We got immunity now, so we probably can bump into the scenery and still be alive. This bit is not too dissimilar from Scuba Dive. I can imagine the Scuba Dive guy swimming between this cavern looking for clams and stuff, but he's not here. We just got this very, very small cyan ship. Oops, we went to the ceiling then. looks like it printed over it. So we could probably cut through rock then with this poke on. Well done, Iain Hayward, 1982. Good effort. Good effort. Early 80s, my favourite era for well, for nostalgia really, and retro gaming in general. The games tend to be very, very basic in that sort of like zone, and I like what people do. It just reminds me of being a kid. How's the score going? 110. Well, we haven't really shot a lot of stuff, to be honest. So the idea of the game is twofold. One is getting the highest score you possibly can by blasting everything, and the other one is surviving as long as you possibly can. Also, does the game end? Well, Cavern Fighter ended, and Penetrator ended as well. There was a trainer on that one, which was quite useful. This one, well, I do not know. Here we go, we're shaving rock. Can't do this without the poke on it. Look at that. We're going deeper underground. I'm going deeper underground. There's too much panic in this town. Oh, looks like a bit like a cake there. If you're enjoying the channel, please consider subscribing. Doesn't take itself too seriously. It's all about defeating stress really, and have a bit of a laugh, seeing the good things in the games that we can do, having a bit of fun. Doesn't get bogged down with encyclopedic knowledge, but there is a little bit there. So thank you. Not expert gameplay, not dodgy gameplay, I always say, and nonsense chat. Hooray! If you haven't already, please consider subscribing. Thank you, folks, and big thank you as usual to the members who are keeping this thing on the road, or in this case, in the cavern. Right, normally they're radar dishes, those things. They're those cyan things, but it looks like they're octopus this time. Don't know why. Keep going. Zone E. Zone E. Keep going, Nicky. Keep going. So the cavern is getting gradually narrow, isn't it? At the start, we had lots of room to work with. Still got a bit of room to work with here. But the controls aren't... They could be a bit more responsive, but they are acceptable. Keep going. I think Penetrator was a bit slow in the response times. I don't know if that was programmed in BASIC or not. Over the yellow rockets. They always tend to be yellow, no matter what version you're playing. And now it's getting very narrow. It's getting very narrow indeedy, but we're cutting through rock, baby. I'm trying to do it properly, but sometimes I get my fingers mixed up while I'm talking at the same time on the cursor keyboard. If you completed this one legitimately, then let me know in the comment section below. What zone does it go up to? All the way through to Zone F? Goes all the way through to Zone F, doesn't it? Probably. Or Zone Z, I mean. Right, this is further than we got legitimately. This is going to go on forever. I might turn the poke off at some point. You can guess when I've turned it off. I didn't turn it off there. Going from blue to magenta again. Probably be red next. Go past these green flashy things. Don't know what they are. An alien of some description. Whoa, dearie me. Through the rock again. Kaboom. Keep going. Keep on going. Zone G. We're in the G zone. Boof. Right, would have got blasted by that rocket here. But the rockets must be committing kamikaze, because they'll just crash into the zone ceiling, wouldn't they? The cavern ceiling. Put your favourite version of Scramble in the comment section below. Doesn't necessarily need to be on the Spectrum. It could be any system. Any system at all, even systems we don't cover. What is your favourite Scramble game? Don't know if it's had a HD remake at some point. Might have done. It's a sort of game that might have been given the treatment. Let me know about that as well, as we get very, very narrow indeed. Still working through. Not a great deal of stuff firing at us. It looks like the variety isn't there, but that's much like the original Scramble game as well. Yellow rockets, occasional radar dish, and this one it looks like octopuses, and those green flashing things in the way sometimes. And that's pretty much it really, as we try and get a super duper high score. Would have kept me going as a kid, I think. Wouldn't have got a great deal. I wouldn't have got this far, I don't think. It's getting very, very narrow and a little bit testing, but who knows? A kid with not many other games generally got really good at the games they did have, didn't they? More than an adult going through loads of them running some nincompoop YouTube channel. Yay! Right, let's go through here. Trying to get there. Trying to get there. I think it might be time to turn the poke off in a moment, because the game is just staying the same. So I've pretty much told you what the thing was about. Designed for 16K, I believe, but this is 48K. Moves as you would expect for 1982. It gives you Scramble. If you like Scramble in the arcades, I wouldn't have been too disappointed with this one. As I say, Penetrator was not as advanced. Cavern Fighter was a bit more advanced, but you know, they're pretty much the muchness. Okay, now the poke should be off here. So any problem... Oh, it's not off. I thought any problems, and then it's there. Let's try another go. Okay, now. Should be off. So it's down to my own skills here, but I did just chop the end of that. Maybe it isn't. Oh, maybe it'll kick in at some point. A lot of green stuff. Let's just cut through the rock again then. If we got immunity all over the shop. Kaboom. 3 ships left. Don't like we get any awarded any bonus ships at any point. Oops, oh, the poke is off. Explosion. I got blown up into my component atoms. Funny enough, I never played Scramble down the arcades. I never saw it. I saw Asteroids and Track and Field and Pac-Man, the basic ones, and that Millipede game, which I haven't covered on any system as of yet. But yeah, I never saw Scramble. I'd imagine it must have been everywhere. I just was keeping my eyes closed, maybe. Quite a basic game. It would have taken quite a bit of coinage. Heavily regarded as one of the early classics there. Konami made that one in 1981, so it's just after Space Invaders, which come out in the late 70s, and Asteroids as well. A lot of games based in space. Oops, dear, I've hit my head on the cavern ceiling. Was that it? Oh, we've got 1 life left. I presume we're not going to go too far. As I said before, we will have one go at it without any pokes on the highest speed, just to give you a bit of an idea where the quickest you can go. Then any other speed is in between. So I don't know how long I'll last. You probably know how long the video lasts by now, just seeing it. So you'll probably know if I last a long time or a short time. Select speed. Speed number 9, which is the German for no. I don't know if that's a clue of what I should be doing. Right. Start your engine. Oh dear, straight into the floor. Nicky, look at that. I left that square crater. We're going. Oh, look, the ship's like disappearing slightly now. Too fast. Yeah, but impressive though that the Spectrum is able to do that. Fast forward, too flickery for me, and we got hit by a rocket as we enter Zone B, the Bumblebee Zone. I don't think it's going to last too much longer. I'm probably going to steer into the ceiling. See though, I feel like killed myself on my own there, which is pretty crazy stuff. It's an okay game for 1982, an impressive game for 1982. In modern day times, not really a great reason to go back and track it down, but it does what it says on the tin. Ground attack. Good conversion of Scramble. So I hope you like looking at that one. That was published by Silversoft in 1982. Original Scramble caused by Konami in 1981. If you've got any comments about this game, similar games, or anything retro, then please put that in the comment section below. You're more than welcome, as I always say. Until next time, take great care of yourself and a very fond goodbye.
Goodbye.